So why did we use the Smart Object option to merge these layers? Simple. Um, we have a it's much more easy to work with later, and also it's editable. While we double click on this icon, it will choose a new document, and here we have all the layers that we created before our box. I will make right click and make a little bigger size here of the canvas. Okay, and I will click on first one and last one with a shift and move a little bit down. Okay. Now, what we can do here, we can find the layer, the top of the box. This was the bottom. This is the top. So we'll highlight that one, and we can do Control T, and right here we can do we can distort it. Right click, distort, and we can open our box just like that. Click OK, enter, and we'll move it a little bit. Okay, and now if we close this document, it will ask us if we want to save the changes to this. Yes, and this is our open box. So we could still edit our select our layers even though they're in the same layer, just like that. So that's quite a smart thing to do. Also, we created our box in this shape tool. We created using this icon. Sorry, I have to make a first new layer. We used it by doing this, just dragging and dropping like this. Just quite easy to do, but it's no longer a vector shape. It's just filled in pixels while we choose this. So if you wanted to save this as a shape for later use, the better way to do this is with this first icon, which creates the same thing, looks the same, except it saves the exact path with it, vector mask. We can later save this path as a vector, even though it has more things inside. So I'll show you. I created the same box we did, and I grouped it together. I drop down. If you see, I had created it with the same thing, and I transformed it just like we did before. Made a box. If you wanted to save this as a vector shape, the best way to preserve all the clarity is to make a new path, and let's click on the first. Let's make them all invisible so it will be easier to see just the paths. Okay, I'll click on the first icon here, and I'll also disappear the grid by Control apostrophe. Okay, so this is our first side of our box. I will just simply click on Control C and go to my new path here and Control V. Do that with all of them. I'll click on the next one, Control C, go to the path, Control V, next one, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V, and just finish this. Okay. Now, if you click on our path, this is our box. So now we can save this as a new vector shape. now it's vector because it was used by vector path, not by filled-in pixels. So now if we if we are in the shape tool and we right click, it will drop down our menu of shapes. So I didn't mean to do that. I'll just click on the selection tool, and if we are in this mode or pen tool mode, now we can right click anywhere, and since we have our path visible, if we right click, we have multiple choices here. We can delete path, which is quite logical. We can make selection out of that path. We'll ask you if we want to feather it. Anti-aliased means it will not have any it will just be more smooth. So if I click on OK, it will turn it into a selection, which if we make a new layer here and click Alt backspace to fill in this selection. I did not do, oh, because I have it grouped. Okay, if I move it out of the group, this is our box. Control E to deselect. This is our box made from the path. Okay, I'll deselect this and click on the path again, and right click to. We also have a clipping path and free transform path. So this is quite logical too. We can resize it however we want. I'll click escape, and the most important here is define custom shape, which is to save it as a shape for later use. OK. If we go to custom shape menu now and right click, the last shape that appears there is our box we just made. Okay, so this is how you make shapes, new shapes out of multiple different shapes. Thanks for listening.